Good morning and welcome to Rise in 9. It is Tuesday.
Yeah, December 9th. Going to be a warm day ahead today.
Yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, yes. Upper 30s, we'll take it after what we've been experiencing lately.
Yep, and then we'll have what could feel like blizzard-like conditions with a lot of wind and all that snow we have on the ground.
Yeah, first alert day for tomorrow, so want to keep an eye on the forecast. Really all week long. It's a pretty active week headed into a frigid weekend.
Right, but the first alert day is just for tomorrow.
Correct, yeah. So that's for those heavy winds, like we mentioned, possibly blizzard-like conditions for parts of the TV9 viewing area.
Yeah, lots of news today that we're watching, though. Starting out with these cuts coming to the Cedar Rapids School District. They're trying to figure out how to address $11 million in a budget deficit.
Yeah, they say this is from a variety of factors, carryover from this year's deficit, salary increases, and then drop in enrollment in students leaving to attend other schools. This is something that we've been covering here at TV9.
Right, and so some of the options they talked about yesterday at school board meeting could include closing the Truman Early Learning Center, relocating standalone entities like City View and Metro High Schools, as well as the Polk Alternative Learning Center into existing high schools.
Yeah, and they also say they may address some of these deficits with job cuts, specifically non-teaching employees, and also heard from a custodian in the district who says that the custodial staff has already been told that they might all be out of work.
Right, but they are asking for the staff about what they think, as well as the public. There's an opportunity for you to share your opinions.
Yes, and this isn't just something that Cedar Rapids deals with.
No, this is something that other schools in Iowa are dealing with. In Des Moines, they're also having to deal with cuts. The board just a couple weeks ago said they need to cut nearly $14 million, $13.3 million from its budget, and it's focusing on staff salaries. That's a big part of their budget, around 83%, I believe. And they said that's something they're working on because funding is very closely tied to enrollment.
Yeah, so trying to figure out how to address the gap with some of these school districts, not just in Cedar Rapids, but in other parts of the state as well.
And the reason why Des Moines says its funding is short is because it says it's due to the low rate of growth in supplemental state aid in recent years, and it says that that means significant cuts in funding for public schools in general.
Yes, and also happening today, today is the court-ordered sale of the Grand Harbor Resort and Water Park in Dubuque.
Right, and this comes after the Dubuque-based company that operates it defaulted on a nearly $10 million loan. Then its investor out of Texas sued, saying either pay that money back or this will go up for sale. Now that property is going to be auctioned off this morning at the Dubuque County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, we'll be watching for that sale. And on a happy note this morning, you may have seen Keegan Turnbow's story last night with a Christmas display out of Manchester. I've actually seen this in person. You can't miss it. It glows down the block.
Yeah, do you know where this is exactly?
Yes, this is on Butler. This is on Butler in Manchester, Butler Street, I believe it is.
Okay.
But yes, it is a corner house, and the entire thing, like trees, house, yard, it is all lit. If you haven't seen it, then something worth checking out for sure. But he's been doing this for over 2 decades now.
Right, and it's just, if you can see the video, he has the lights all around this tree that's a huge tree, not even an evergreen or something, just like a regular maple or oak or something. I don't know how you'd even get that up. There must be a special tool on a pole or something.
Yeah, I'm picturing that he used a pole. I know my dad used to do all-out Christmas lights when we were little kids, and he would take our pool pole. We used to have a pool at our old house. He would take the pole that was used to clean the pool and put a hook on the end.
There you go.
And that was how he would reach our big oak trees. But I don't know how this man does it. His name is Cody Paynol, and he's been doing this display for over 25 years. So if you're in and around Manchester, you've probably seen it many times. Maybe it's a tradition that you go back and see every year.
Yeah, always fun to drive around and look at those lights. I know Marion will do that. Other towns, they'll have a whole list of places you can check out their lights, which is nice to spotlight that because your neighbors know about it, but the whole town might not.
Exactly. And I love that he said he does this, for his own enjoyment, of course, but also for the community, because it obviously comes at a cost. He said he spends thousands of dollars on lights, and that this December, his electric bill will cost about 5 times a normal month.
I'm sure it does. That's a lot of lights to keep plugged in.
Something you probably got to save for all year long, just preparing for that big display in December. But to make everybody smile when they drive by your house seems to be pretty rewarding to him.
Yeah, I'm sure that takes hours of time, too, to get that all set up and organized in the bins, taken out, put away.
Yes, I know. I know my family, my parents are in Manchester, and we have gone over and walked past this house many times because it is just quite the sight to see. And like you said, there's a lot of displays across eastern Iowa.
Right, and my parents up in Northeast Iowa, and my mom headed into work today, so there was maybe a little freezing fog that was kind of concerning on the roads too. So if you're headed out to work or school, something to be mindful about.
Yeah, need to be really careful. Really, all throughout the week, like we mentioned, there's kind of an active forecast, a variety of things to watch out for. Even with the blizzard conditions, I know Justin was talking about there may or may not be snow actually falling at the time. It's the wind that could pick up some of that snow that's already on the ground.
Right, you need just 35-mile-an-hour winds to be blizzard-like conditions. To be called a blizzard, something like that, I'd have to confirm, but can be a big problem on the road.
Yeah, it'll be something to definitely keep an eye on overnight tonight if you're driving early tomorrow morning, as those winds could pick up. I noticed you don't have your food.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, Jackie's not eating.
And one more thing, with that high winds, you'll need to be careful with those decorations too, that those don't blow away.
Of course, yeah, especially those inflatables.
Yeah, I was running a little late and I microwaved my food, put it in for a couple minutes, and it was way too hot, burned my little fingers, so I'm like, we'll just give that a second.
Yeah, don't want to get burned. That's worth the wait too. You can look forward to it after the fact. I was like, wait a second, I'm eating alone here. Did you bring something good today?
I brought leftover broccoli soup, so the whole office will smell bad.
No, I think it smells great. I know people always apologize when they heat things up in the microwave, and I'm like, I think it all smells good. It never bothers me whatsoever.
We could have much worse smells. We're from Iowa. We know what a farm steak can smell like.
Right, yeah. No, I don't think it's bad at all. That'll be so good.
Yeah, need something warm to keep you warm.
Yeah, exactly. I made that sheet pan stir fry again last night. It was great the second time around.
Yeah, that sounds good. I was maybe going to do some baking tomorrow or maybe today even. Need to bring some, I have a holiday party coming up. I need to bring a salad, so I'm thinking Oreo fluff sounds good.
Oh, that sounds good. I haven't had that in a really long time.
Yeah, and I was thinking I could use little mini Oreos to make a tree on the top.
That would be nice. That would be so fun. Yeah, it's so fun this time of year, all the different festive things that you can get into, whether it's baking or checking out Christmas lights or one of the many events we have here in Eastern Iowa.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Rise and 9.
Have a great day.